What's up, everybody? This is Smitty from DetroitManagement.com. I'm getting a lot of feedback and have a lot of thoughts about what happened on the game today for the Lions versus the 49ers. First of all, I want to touch on the Nate Burleson touchdown. I don't understand how it's a touchdown. And Calvin Johnson touchdown last year, Week 1 versus Chicago, was not a touchdown. I don't understand that. I'm reading all these tweets, and I did a search on the Detroit Lions and the offensive line, and I started responding to some of what the people said, and it seems like the issue was the offensive line and Matthew Stafford. Now, mind you, they didn't have a good game. Let me get that straight. But there were a lot of other things that happened in that game for them to not win it, like special teams giving up big plays to Ted Ginn Jr. How about the bad angles and the missed tackles by your safeties? Chris Houston had to make up a lot of bad angles from Louis Delmas, Amari Spivey. Don't get me wrong, some of these guys made plays, but they also missed them also. So don't just blame the offensive line and Matthew Stafford, because they are the same crew that won 5 games in a row. So regardless of how you want to put it, win or lose, you have to go through the motions. They're going to have penalties just like any other NFL team. They're going to play bad halves. They just didn't come out in the second half the way they have in the past 5 games. Now, Jim Schwartz and Jim Harbaugh. Now, Harbaugh, to me, did throw a little punk move in there by shoving Schwartz out of the way a little bit hard. He claimed that he shook his hand a little bit hard, but you know what? That's a little sucker move right there, if you ask me. Pushing Schwartz out of the way wasn't cool, and then when Schwartz came up and had something to say about it, I guess Harbaugh could have manned up himself and said, I'm excited a little bit. But I mean, I'm not gonna judge it and say who should have done what. But you know what? Don't come in the Ford Field celebrating like you don't won a Super Bowl just because you're a little 5-1. That's a sucker move right there, if you ask me. Now, this Anthony Davis guy, offensive lineman that plays for San Francisco, this is the real chip on my shoulder, and this is what actually gave me the motivation to put this video up. He got a lot to say to my man Cliff Averill, our defensive end for the Detroit Lions. And I'm going to read this because I'm looking at the tweet right now. It says, LOL, that's real professional, homie. I don't know what was said because your man Anthony Davis has deleted his tweets. So obviously, Anthony Davis said something that was sly, and Cliff Averill replied, that's real professional, homie. Then I continue, we'll meet again and we'll see what's up. Laugh my ass off? Fuck you? Okay. But you did nothing. I mean, why would you laugh your ass off, say fuck you, and you did nothing after the game? Now, Cliff just laughs and said, you real tough on Twitter, bruh. Laugh out loud. Now, you can read this. Just go through Cliff Averill's timeline, check out the tweet, and you know what? It was a lot of back and forth. I think it was the picture that was taken, and your boy Anthony Davis has deleted his tweets. So to me, that's another sucker move. So, these San Francisco 49ers, y'all want to come through and act cute and all that? We're not having this in Detroit. It's Smitty from Detroit Man's Room. I'll holler at y'all.